Hello again, YouTube. I wanted to make another New World video, this time on how you guys can price check some of the gear that you've been getting from like mutations or elite chest runs. And you've probably got, a huge storage full of all this stuff, feeling overwhelmed, don't really know how to price check it, determine whether or not you want to sell something or if you're just going to scrap it. But I just recently did this with like 3 or 4 of my storages, right? I've just been dumping gear in there. Finally went through, found all the bind on equip stuff, right? Which is the items that you can sell, and put those up in the trading post, right? So I want to show you guys some examples of those, as well as I can show you a website that I made that ranks the perks in like tiers, S tier, A tier, all that kind of stuff. So you can kind of get a feel for what's good there. As well as got some other graphs and stuff that will kind of show you the values of those individual perks. So hopefully that'll be helpful as well. All right, so here's a first look at one of my storages. And this one mostly just holds legendaries, right? So you may have a storage that looks similar to this, right? Just a bunch of legendaries in here. And you're looking through them, you're like, oh man, where where do I even start on like which ones to sell and all that kind of stuff, right? So definitely some good perks to look out for, right? Is like health, elemental aversion, um, and the harnessings, right? So getting harnessing of a certain element, refreshing, another good one, physical aversion. But yeah, let's just take this chest right here, right? This is a good example of something we can sell. And let's go throw it on the trading post. So, rough estimate on this kind of stuff, right, is something that kind of comes with time, right? If you don't really know how much something is worth, though, it's always worth it to look up the perks, right, that you've got on there. So I've got health, and then I've got elemental aversion, right? And I'm going to say only those 2 perks, right, on something that's like 685 or above. So, there's one. Pretty awful, though. Strength and constitution with voracious blade, so definitely not worth it. But like, hey, look at that. Another light with elemental aversion, void harnessing, right? Better than mine, but health, and that's going for 15K. Goddamn. So yeah, I'd probably post mine for somewhere in the realm of, sturdy energy isn't amazing, but those other 2 perks are okay. So I'll try and get $1,000 out of this. Post that, and then yeah, let's go through some of my other active sellers that I've been posting from a bunch of the gear. I just reposted everything today. And don't get me wrong, half the time it doesn't sell, but at the same time, if it does sell, this adds up, right? You see, I got like 100K. That's pretty much all made from just posting stuff that I've gotten from mutations, elite chest runs, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's go through some examples. So, first off, this amulet. People are always looking for the elemental protections on their amulets with like a high gear score, right? So this one's got flame protection, pretty good, refreshing, decent perk, luck, not so great. But some people are also just looking for luck stuff. So try and get like 1,500 bucks out of that. This one, it's got frozen protection, right? Another protection that people are looking for. Kind of low gear score. Divine, Alchemist Reprieve, that's like D tier perk. So 100 bucks, right? Nothing. How about these boots? Pretty bad, honestly. I don't even know why I listed these. Dex Int, heavy, health, ice harnessing, vigor, but like a couple hundred maybe. Might be able to get something out of that. This one, 685, health, refreshing. Those are 2 good perks to look for, and then a harnessing. So 3 good perks, honestly, on this. The only downside is it's just a little bit low gear score. How about these boots? Ooh, we got elemental aversion again. That's going to be an S tier perk. Strike conditioning. The conditioning perks are like probably A tier, and then harnessing, probably another B tier or something like that. So pretty decent perks on some heavy boots. 693 gear score, not too bad. Take a look at some of these though. So this is some heavy legs, right? And Enchanted Ward is going to be another S tier perk. Exhausting infected throw is pretty good as far as hatchet weapon perks go. Then refreshing also good. So try to get 1,000 for that. How about these gloves, right? Light gloves with freedom, health, and sundering riposte. I mean, that's killer for a rapier build, right? Riposte, inflicting rend, definitely a good weapon perk. Let's take maybe a look at some of the more expensive items that I've dropped during mutations, like stuff you can expect to sell for up, close to 10 grand or something like that, right? This one, 700, right? If you get an item that is like 700 gear score, that means it's the max attributes you can possibly get. That's killer. Really good perks for earrings, refreshing toast. Purifying toast is all right, but honestly, doesn't really matter when you've got those two perks and it's a 700 earring. So hoping to get 9K for that. Another earring, high gear score with some decent perks, right? 698. Jewelry definitely tends to sell a little bit higher just because it's a lot rarer to get BOE jewelry, and people are always looking for that. This amulet, I mean, the killer combo perk on an amulet is health and divine, right? Everyone wants that. And then a protection, that's a fantastic third perk. So really good 3 set of perks here. However, low gear score, right? So that could be the fault of this item. Pants, right? 699 with elemental aversion, refreshing, nature harnessing, pretty good. Where is the... So you can see I'm just posting tons of stuff for anywhere between like, you know, a couple hundred to upwards of 5K on some of these, right? And let's see if I can find, here's another good earring, right? 700 Constitution, refreshing toast, regenerating. Hoping I can get like 10 plus K for that. And then check this out. Don't know if I'm gonna get 40K for this, right? But this one is incredibly good, right? 700 heavy, strength con, enchanted ward, refreshing, health, right? That is BIS combination of perks right there, right? So this is what a BIS item, at least what I consider BIS for a tank, looks like, right? Trying to get 40K out of that. We'll see what happens, but hopefully that kind of gives you guys an idea of what you're looking for in your gear when you're looking to sell it. Okey-doke. Final thing that I want to show you guys was this website that I made that basically just has the current tier charts, right, on some of these perks that you're looking for on armor. And to be fair, this is only the PvE perk tiers, right? PvP is a completely separate game, but you know, you can see up in S tier, health, enchanted ward, elemental aversion, refreshing, grit ward. Some of the conditionings are in the A tier, right? And then B tier, your freedom, your physical aversion, C tier, you know, elemental conditioning, invigorated vigor. D tier, empowering breaker, right? Luck, terrible stuff. Some of the abilities you're looking for on armor, right? These are kind of the weapon perks, right? That you're looking for on armor. Your amulet perks, right? Health, protection, up there in S tier, divine, A tier. Ring, you know, you're looking for hardy, some sort of damage, right? So it's gonna be your slash damage, your thrust damage, all that kind of stuff. Keen, definitely good. Bloodletting, B tier. Some of the purifying and refreshing, all that kind of stuff gets lower, and crippling, luck, poisoning. Those are gonna be in the D tier. Earrings, right? Refreshing, despised, purifying toast. Those are all S tier perks. Healthy toast, refreshing toast. A tier. Regenerating, B tier can definitely get you in trouble if you're a healer and getting threat, I've heard. Nimble, I like Nimble a lot, honestly, but I can definitely understand how it's, you know, low priority. Fortifying toast, I'm looking duplicating toast. So anyways, hopefully this website is helpful for you guys too, and I'll put a link in the description. Oh, something else to show you is kind of the values of stuff, and I'm still working on these, but this is kind of going to give you some monetary values, right, of like how much I sell an item with these perks for, right? So if it's got like refreshing, I don't know, and these are kind of arbitrary values, right? But you'd expect to get like 4K out of that, right? If it's got some other decent perks. Health, maybe 5K, right? Shrinking heals, another good perk that you could get 5K out of, right? But vigor, invigorated, right? A little bit lower. Freedom, kind of high too. And probably updating a lot of these values more, but if you also, you know, want to see it in some other type of chart, kind of like a word map or word cloud or like bubble chart or this circle one or something like that, right? Got other couple other data visualizations here for you guys to check out.